his coach. But tonight he meets a formidable opponent, Lloyd Van Dams, a stocky fighter from the Chakoriki gym. A man who is built like a Sherman tank and fights the same way. Let's see if the young Alexey Ignashov will be able to do any harm to Lloyd Van Dams. The tall man, that's Alexey Ignashov, and in all that is Lloyd Van Dams. Now, of course, we know that both fighters have a very specific style, and of course, especially the style of Lloyd Van Dams is a man who goes forward all the time, punching and then following up with those low kicks. Ignashov will do well to block those low kicks. Of course, he knows his way around the ring by now. And was of course waiting to see those lethal knees thrown by Alexey Ignashov. Now that's the style of Van Dams. Punch and low kick. The moment you throw one yourself, you will always be countered by a low kick by Van Dams. Well, a good start there by the Dutchman. The height advantage for Ignashov doesn't necessarily have to be an advantage because, of course, Van Dams is used to fighting tall men. Because even though he's big, he's not big if you use the current heavyweight standards. Referee Michael Broersen steps in. And the fight is being resumed. Oh, there's a strong knee there by Ignashov. The fact that Ignashov is able to pull Lloyd Van Dams down sometimes shows the enormous strength of this young man from White Russia. They had a very good technique, destabilizing Van Dams, turning him around and immediately following up with the knee. Good high kick there. Now, good fight there in this first round from both sides. Van Dams scoring with low kicks, and the more versatile fighter, that is Alexey Ignashov. And what a progression this man has made since we saw him for the first time in 1999, fighting against Rob Cameron. Van Dam's going for the knees, but that might be a bit too difficult in pulling the tall Russian down. End of our first round. A good first round from both sides. Strong punches by Ignashov. Whose real fame actually started here in the same hall in Holland. When he fought Rob Cameron. And ever since, he has been gradually asked all over the world, especially of course in the K1 circuit, to fight there to show his medal. Well, here we are for round two. In red, Lloyd Van Dams, and then of course the tall fighter on the opposite side, that is Alexey Ignashov from Belarus. Van Dams, of course, using his strength to push away Ignashov. And then follow up with the low kicks. Nothing new there. And of course people know how Lloyd Van Damme's fight. They know exactly what to expect. But then again, try to do something against it is not so easy. Not many people have been able to do what they want to do against Lloyd Van Damme. For a tall man, Ignashov is very fast. You saw that jumping knee there. Of course, being talented like that and having a good trainer is important to Alexey Ignashov to be full-time professional, doing nothing but fighting, nothing but training. No pushing with the elbow, says Marco Bruce, the referee, and a good knee there. Well, Van Damme has to be very careful. The tall Ignashov is about 1m93 or 94, I think. Of course, only has to lift his knee, and then, of course, he can hit his opponent, the smaller Lloyd Van Damme, who I think has been hit already several times now. I think it doesn't happen very often that Van Damme is retreating. Good punch there. Strong power punch by Van Damme on Ignashov. But the Russian recuperates so fast. He is so strong. Once again, a right hook there, and it looks like Ignashov is hurt. Well, this is a scene we haven't seen very often before. Ignashov retreating and bleeding heavily. Now Van Damme should move in. Good round there for Lloyd Van Damme. And a hard time for Alexey Ignashov. Let's see in the slow motion exactly what happened there, because those punches really did some damage, definitely. Talking to his coach, Tom Herring, being greased up. Look at those knees. He just barely missed. Lethal knee techniques by Alexey Ignashov. Well, ready for round 3. And I must say, this is quite a good fight, where both men are giving as good as they get. And as expected, the knees of Ignashov are doing their damage, while the strong hooks, especially the right one by Lloyd Van Damme, also show that Ignashov has to be very careful here indeed. Of course, being in top shape, that means that both can use the interval of 1 minute to recuperate, and they do. Punches there by Van Damme. Now, if he just could sustain that attack, that barrage of punches could go on doing that. Because he's just punching 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The strain of the fight is clearly visible on the face of Ignashov. These two men are well matched. Body kick there by Van Damme, who is able to kick quite high. Maybe he doesn't use it that often. It's too bad, because there would definitely be a great addition to his already formidable arsenal of techniques. Talking to his trainer, Tom Harris, he said that if only Lloyd would use those high kicks a bit more, because he's very flexible and he can do that so easy. Knees there by Ignashov. Sometimes shouldn't wait that long, because he's giving away so much in points there, even though much of the knees are blocked. You see that the left arm of Van Damme is protecting his body, but at the same time that means that there is less defense in his face. So he should be careful there, because we know how easy it is for Ignashov to lift the knee to the facial area. And he does that so well. And Van Damme seems to be hurt now, because there's no response to all these knee attacks. And once again, a knee to the face. Looks like Van Damme is really very, very tired. Well, this round definitely goes to the Russian, Alexey Ignashov. Yeah, Van Damme's a hard time there in this round. You should be very careful indeed, because when there is no answer, when there is no return in techniques, the referee may administer a standing 8 count. And that, of course, is something he doesn't want at all. Round 4 in this interesting fight between the tall man from Belarus, Alexey Ignashov, and his opponent in red, Lloyd Van Damme. Good right hand there by Van Damme, and that showed. Well, it's not often that I've seen Ignashov in this shape. Obviously, those kicks and punches by Van Damme are really getting to him. And Van Damme would do well now to mount some more pressure, to pile up the punches. He's letting him off the hook, and that's just too bad. That's a good knee there, the face of Van Damme. And those knees can do a lot of damage. Bone-to-bone contact. So again, you see how easy it is for Ignashov to lift those knees. Well, of course, Van Damme's being shorter doesn't make things easier for him. Once again, now these techniques are doing a lot of damage, and for the Van Damme should be careful not to get injured too much, because if one of those knees might hurt his eyebrows, the fight could be well over. Time and time again, those knees are being lifted and they hit and connect with the facial area of Lloyd Van Damme. And I tell you, I've seen many a fighter go down even when they were hit by lesser knees from Alexey Ignashov. So just imagine how Van Damme must feel now. He's in trouble. He's in trouble, but he's tired. He's being hurt by knees. Van Damme, I've never seen him this tired before. Always normally marching forward, always being able to retaliate an attack, but he just stands there and has to take all the knees being thrown by Alexey Ignashov. And this fight is not going right for Lloyd Van Damme. He's being swept from his legs. And the only thing he can do is try to last until the end of the round. Deadly tired. But this round once again goes to Alexey Ignashov, who is piling up the points, putting lots of pressure on Lloyd Van Damme. Now I wonder what they can say there in the corner of this man to be able to motivate him a bit more. You can see the face of Van Damme. It says enough. Yeah, young Alexey Ignashov seems to be getting stronger, even though he is deadly tired. Well, there's not much of retaliation by Van Damme. He's only standing there, waiting for things to happen, waiting for Ignashov to throw those knees, and hoping the best of it. Fifth round, last and final round, and well, if Van Damme wants it, he will have to win this round, and he will have to go for an all-out offensive. Because if he doesn't do that, the fight will be definitely lost here. Well, a standing 8 count there, rightly so, but on the other hand, there must be something wrong with Van Damme, because this is not the man we know. This is not the fighting machine that we've seen shine so often. Something is wrong with Van Damme. He's either ill or injured. But this is it, the fight's over. Alexey Ignashov is given the victory because Lloyd Van Damme is no longer able to continue. And undoubtedly we will hear later the real reason for that, because he's not a type of a man to give up a fight just like that. Something must be wrong there. He's either ill or injured or not feeling well. But of course, this does not detract anything of the victory of Alexey Ignashov, who won fair and square. As we can see here.
En de winnaar was die opgave tegenstander Alexey, de KO-specialist Ignashov.
Well, the winner in this fight, Alexey Ignashov. He had a very disillusioned and disappointed Lloyd Van Damme.
En ook graag applaus voor de man